The identity of the IDF soldier that was killed overnight was revealed this morning. There's a manhunt underway. What's the latest on the situation?
Well, Sarah, right now I'm standing right in front of the checkpoint where yesterday night's attack happened, and I'll go out of the frame for you to see the conditions we're talking about. This is the checkpoint where yesterday's attack happened, and it basically leads to the refugee camp of Shuafat. In the background, you can see Shuafat, the refugee camp. Right now, this checkpoint is blocked by police forces, as you can see. As you can see, it is only open to pedestrians, so cars are not allowed to enter. That is because this manhunt is still underway. Israeli forces since yesterday night are searching the refugee camp for the assailant. We've seen helicopters. We've seen images from last night, helicopters in the sky. Also this morning we've seen them. And we know that special forces are operating in this refugee camp right now. Now, what has happened here yesterday is that the assailant opened fire, fatally shooting this 18-year-old soldier, Noah Lazar. She was, as you mentioned, identified only this morning. He also critically injured another security guard here at this checkpoint. He's in the hospital right now. He also injured two other security personnel that are lightly injured. Now, Sarah, what is interesting is that he was not alone in this car. He was with three other people in total, and he managed to escape, while the other two people who were with him in the car, they were found later on by Israeli forces. One of them has been from the East Jerusalem neighborhood of Anata, which is adjacent to Shuafat. The other one has been from Bet Hanina, also very close to Shuafat in East Jerusalem neighborhood. The driver, and this is also very interesting, he turned himself in shortly after the attack happened yesterday evening, saying that he did not know that the assailant was about to commit an attack. Now this manhunt still going on for the actual assailant. Now security forces assume that he himself is from the refugee camp of Shuafat, and this is where he has escaped to. Therefore, this checkpoint is still closed, and operation and special forces are operating inside. Now, Sarah, there are several groups or militias that have already claimed responsibility for the attack. One of them being the Al-Aqsa Matar Brigade, the military wing of the Fatah political faction. But there is also the Al-Nasser al-Salah ad-Din Brigade that is predominantly operating in Gaza, who claim responsibility. Also, Hamas in Gaza has hailed the attack from yesterday evening. But at this point, as we don't know the identity yet of the assailant, we don't know if he indeed acted on behalf of one of these military groups or if indeed acted on his own. This is details we don't know yet. But the IDF is conducting this manhunt, and I spoke to security forces earlier that are here looking at the checkpoint. They all hope that this manhunt is going to come to an end pretty soon today.
Pia, this attack comes amid a tense security situation. IDF forces have been put on alert ahead of the Jewish holiday of Sukkot.
Exactly. Well, we're right now in the period of the high holidays. We've seen Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year, also Yom Kippur only a couple of days ago. They have gone by without any major security events on the Israeli side. Now, this evening, Sukkot is going to begin, and Israeli forces have been prepared, or have been, sadly to say, but have been expecting that something like that, an attack like that, could happen. So also police forces are on the highest level of preparedness. So this is also what we're seeing there, police forces deployed in Jerusalem. And we also have to mention that this is an attack that happened in East Jerusalem. What now needs to be reassessed is the closure of the West Bank, actually, because the West Bank is closed off for Palestinians during the high holidays, but the high holiday actually only beginning this evening. So Sukkot is also has beginning now, is also ending next week. So now it needs to be reassessed. First and foremost, it's the task of Defense Minister Benny Gantz to reassess if this closure is going to be extended and if it's going to apply for the entire holiday of Sukkot, maybe for even 1 week.
Pia Steckelbach, thank you very much for that update from Jerusalem.